They want to build a business. They want to grow up in businesses. I want to share it as a public thing that could be great to have in your portfolio. To grow in wealth. So an IUL, what it is, it's a life insurance policy disclosing everything that I think dreamers are doers. I think that if you don't have a dream, you're not going to really accomplish much in life. You're going to do a lot of things, but you may never get to the destination you want to be. What's up, guys? Ben.Samulak here, and today we're talking about whole life versus IUL. I see a lot of people online debating, and there's certain people pushing one way or the other. Whole life is the best. It's the best thing since sliced bread. Don't ever do an IUL. IULs are terrible, and when I see that, it just kind of makes me wonder, like, why is someone so set on this is the way for everybody? One shoe fits all, and I don't believe that. I believe there's people who would be good for whole life, and there's people who would be good for IULs. There's a reason why they're both those products were created, and there's a different need. And so to me, when I see someone pushing one thing more than the other, I just kind of question why is someone so set on that everyone should do this one way, when I believe that if you have access to all these products like I do, why not find out what people's goals are, what their needs are, and then put them in the product that best fits them. Now, simply to me, the simple when you're looking at both of these, the best way to describe it is, to me, whole life is more like a CD, buying a CD. There's older people that they have money, they want it to grow, they don't want it just to sit there, but they want that security. They want to know I'm not going to lose, and you're giving up almost total ability to grow money so that you can have security. That is whole life. Okay. Whole life does have a guaranteed, percentage to grow. So in that sense, if you want to just, rather than having your cash sit in the bank, making nothing, you park it into a whole life vehicle. You are going to have guaranteed gains, but they're going to be minimal. Okay, because you're giving up most the ability to have that growth, because you want the guarantees. You want to take away all the risk. So with everything in life, if there's almost no risk, of course there's going to be little reward. So, but some people are okay with that, like the grandma who goes to get the CD. That's what she wants. They want that security, and that's a great product for them. It's a great, so there's no reason to down that, because that product was designed and it fits a specific person, a specific purpose, and it works very well for them. Same with whole life. Okay, there's a great, there's a need sometimes for people who they want to have some growth with the cash, and then also has the death benefit, which that's what I feel out of most retirement, or sorry, most investment vehicles, you don't have the death benefit there to kind of have the advantage in the short run. If something happens to you, then your beneficiaries get that tax-free death benefit, even if you put only a couple payments into your vehicle or your account, whatever your product you have. They're going to get that full death benefit. Whereas on an IRA, a Roth IRA, a 401k, 403b, you put one payment in, you die tomorrow, your family only gets that one payment. Okay, so that's one benefit of having a whole life policy, is you have the death benefit, and there's liquidity. You can pull that money out if you need it. You can use it for velocity banking, infinite banking, some of these different things that people have heard about online. Whole life policy can work pretty good for that, because you have the guarantees. Your money's going to keep growing every year. And so that would be whole life. IULs, a little more risk. And the risk is not that you can lose money like in the stock market, in mutual funds, or in your 401k. The risk is more, it may not grow, as much as you think. Okay. So in that sense, there's a little more risk, but it's more rewards. Okay. And to me, the IUL, even if you had a couple good years, it's going to pass up the whole life. The whole life product has more fees than IUL, and that's why you're getting less gains. It's guaranteed gains, because they gotta make sure that they're protected. So they're going to make sure that they're getting enough out of that on their side to protect, to give you your guarantees if there are down years. But they're willing to do that because they know, just like if you look at an IUL and if you look at history, how the markets have gone, they are very more like, there's more likelihood that they're going to do better using your money in a little more risky way, and then be able to pay you the guarantees. So that's all they're doing when they guarantee you 2%, 3%. then they know, hey, we can go, we can go risk this money over here and make 4%, 5%, 6% not even with huge risks. Now, IULs are connected to the market's performance. So you're giving up some risk, so you can't lose. They're capped at zero. You have a floor. You're giving up some risk to make sure that you won't lose. You're giving up some reward, I should say, to make sure you have no risk on that side, so that you can have some rewards. Okay, so the IUL is, you do have a little more participation in the stock markets. So when the stock markets grow, then your IUL grows with it. Okay, and you're participating in that. Not as much as if you were just like in a mutual fund or 401k, because you're taking all the risks in those. There's fees in those, but you can lose money too. You can go down past zero. If the markets crash, your money goes down. The market goes up, you can participate more, but you have more risk. That's why you have more opportunity. So all these vehicles have purposes. 401k has its purpose, and it's great for that purpose, especially if your company is matching. Go ahead and take advantage of that free money. Roth IRAs, they all have their purposes, and you can't down any of them. They all are have been set up for a reason. They can all be part of a retirement portfolio. They can all do their job. But when you're talking about whole life versus IUL, to me, you can't even say verse, because they're not really opposed to each other. They're just two different products that do two different things for two different people, and they can be beneficial to both. Now, for me, on my side, I wouldn't say one's better than the other. Don't ever do the other. I would never say that, but I would say, do I lean towards one towards the other? I would lean towards the IULs. I can put in an application for you if you like whole life. I have no problem with that. And if that's the product for you, that's the way I would direct you. But most people I talk to and help, they want to do the IUL because they like the potential of better gains. And most people, you only live once. Okay. So in that sense, little risk, little reward. And in that sense, with an IUL, you're not really risking that much because you're capped at zero, which is great. So there's the floor. But then to have a little more potential, to have a more reward in the long run, it's going to work out better for you and your family, and the goals you have. Then that's why I say I like IUL. But that being said, I wouldn't persuade you either way if it didn't make sense in the product, that when I talk to you and find out your goals and needs. From there, then that's when I would recommend potentially this side or that side. So that's all for now. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Hope this video helped. Ben.Samulak TV. If you want to leave a comment down below, email me. You can go to ben.samulak.com, fill out a request form if you want any illustrations, or if you have any questions, I'll be happy to help. Other than that, see you next time. Bye, guys.